All right, our next inductee is Regina Birmingham. I coached with a guy named Todd Roston, and he told me quite a bit about this lady while I coached. So, she was born back on March 6, 1960 in Crestline. As a high school student, Regina was a good academic student and participated in about every school activity, including choir, and she was in band as an amazing director. Aside from the academics and other extracurricular activities, she was always fascinated in watching athletes compete on TV, whether it was basketball, baseball, football, tennis, or track and field. Some of her idols were Johnny Unitas, Walter Payton, Jim Butkus, Franco Harris, the Mean Joe Green, Dan Marino, and Joe Montana. Tennis players Arthur Ashe and Althea Gibson, track and field athletes like Carl Lewis, Flojo, Florence Griffith Joyner, and long jumper Jackie Joyner Kersey. Regina participated in high school varsity tennis as a part of the number 1 seed doubles team in which she partnered up with Barb Kemley. She and Martha Arter, the number 1 seed singles player, would travel to special tournaments to participate in matches together. She made the state for both high jump and long jump. In her first year making state, Regina broke the school record in the high jump and long jump event to become the Ohio State champion in 1976 with a jump of 17.6 1/2, which stood for several years before it was finally broken. In the years since, Regina went on to college and has an associate degree in business administration from National University. While working 2 jobs and raising 3 young children, she then went on to the Ohio State University to earn her Bachelor of Science degree in agricultural economics, minoring in international studies with an emphasis on East Asian language and culture. Regina served 6 years in the United States Marine Corps, acquiring skills in supply and logistics, among other skill sets. Throughout her career, she has worked in an array of fields to broaden her business goals and general knowledge. For now, she's back at home in Ohio, working as a local realtor, developing her e-commerce business, and working on her writer skills. Regina is the mother of 3, the grandmother of 6, and is also a great-grandma. Regina Birmingham.
Well, good evening, everyone. It's a great crowd. So many of you here. And we appreciate you, family and friends that are here to support us as we're nominated. And I want to thank the Crawford County Hall of Fame Committee, the selection committee, for putting on this really great event tonight. It went really well, don't you think? So far, the dinner was lovely. And I do want to thank, actually, Todd Roston. Where's he at? Coach Roston? Where are you? Oh, there you are. I want to thank you for reaching out to me and letting me know about the nomination. I appreciate that. I was really surprised. I couldn't believe it. But I do appreciate that you thought, the committee thought enough of me to select me. And actually also appreciate Carolyn Halbert for making sure I was submitting my information on time, and she's great with that. And actually, she is actually one of my high school teachers. Can you believe that? She looks the same. She hasn't changed a bit, but I do want to say thank you for everything you do for the community. She's a very wonderful lady, busy lady, still. Anyway, I don't have a whole lot of time to say what's really in my heart tonight, but I want to just let you know that I'm very appreciative. Can you hear me? Okay. Just going out? Okay. And anyways, I'm just honored that you all thought enough of me to be included in this great class of athletes. And I want to say to all the other nominees, congratulations to you and the teams that are going to be speaking as well. Before I say anything else, I do want to make sure that I thank my mom and my dad. My parents, they were a great inspiration to me. Without them, and I literally mean, I just would not be the person that I am today for so many reasons, because they were very supportive of me. And I remember the first time when I was nominated for Crestline Hall of Fame, I was so nervous, and I'm nervous now, but I was so nervous that first time. I thanked everybody, and my parents were sitting out there, and I didn't thank my parents. And so I want to make sure, even though they're no longer with me, I do want to let you know that I really appreciate, the things that they have done for me throughout my entire life. So I do have my children out here. I have 3 children, by the way, but I do have 2 of them with me today. My son, Jason, my daughter, Jennifer. Great, amazing children. Thank you for your support. And I had a big surprise when I came in here tonight. 2 of my girlfriends that are here tonight, Linda Horning and Jerry Van Dyne, are here tonight too. So I really appreciate that. I didn't even know they were coming, so that was wonderful. So let's see. Get on with this. Before I go on, I just want to share, I want to make it quick for you. I want to just share some stories from when I was an athlete. So 2 quick stories about the sports that I did participate in, which was tennis and track and field. And I want to connect that and see how I wanted to share how I applied that to my life and how I move on today. Not saying that sports was my only inspiration, but I had a lot of inspiration. I had a beautiful, wonderful family. They were my foundation. I had many other inspirations in my life, but just to show you how even with sports, it leads to some really great things in your life. I want to tell you some funny stories, a couple of funny stories here. One was when I was in tennis. My team was coming back from a loss. Okay, we played tennis, and I played first doubles. My partner was Barb Kimmel. Am I pushing this off? Sorry. I don't want you to. Okay. But anyway, we were coming back, and we were all in Mrs. Coach Miller's vehicle. And to my best recollection, we had the whole team in her car, so I'm not sure if she had a station wagon or what, but I just remember we were all in the car. We're coming back from this loss, and we were talking and I guess trying to cheer each other up, because you know how it is, you did a good job at just trying to cheer each other up. And we got to a point where we were kind of laughing, and Mrs. Miller suddenly said, "Shut up!" She was really upset with us, and we were just shocked. We silent the whole, from the whole ride, and it caused me to think, and as I'm sure my teammates as well, because while we thought that we were trying to cheer each other up and get through, we had a loss, but I think what I really learned from that was Coach Miller really cared about the win. She wanted us to care about the win. Not that we didn't care about the win, but there's a time when you have to sit in that loss. You have to understand you had a loss. Let that resonate with you. I mean, you had that experience, and she just wanted to share with us that, and wanted us to realize that we hadn't lived up to all the hard work that we had put towards preparing for that big event. So the next story I'm going to tell you, and then I'm going to connect these two. The second story was about track and field. Now, my coach there was Judy Bauer and Coach Cole, Mr. Cole. And what I enjoyed most about track and field were the running events, because when I was a kid, I had 4 brothers. I was a middle child, so 2 older, 2 younger. We're always competing, so it came natural for me. So I loved the running part, but it got to the long jump, the high jump. I wasn't that secure about it. I didn't have a lot of self-confidence about that. But I was, being competitive. I thought, I'll just keep trying. I never really thought that I was that good at those particular events. But come to find out, in the end, I did make to state on those events. The first year I went to state for the high jump, and the first 2 tries, you get 3 tries. 2 out of the 3 I fouled. And I thought, oh my goodness. Well, the first jump was really good though, but I had a foot fault. And I said, oh, I didn't know if I was going to just, be a scratch for the whole event. Everybody came down to Columbus, with me, and I'm just going to do 1, 2, 3, and I'm out. That I had to take, after that second jump, I took myself aside and I had a talk with myself. And I said, just breathe. You have to have, you can do this, because you can jump, you're an athlete, you can do this. And sometimes you have to talk yourself into it, and just relax and let yourself go. That third jump, I broke the record, and it held, like was mentioned earlier, for several years. So in saying that, what I want to say is sometimes coming back to, as in life, even as an athlete, you learn that you have to understand your losses, appreciate them, and work hard to be better. Now, another thing with the long jump is that because I wasn't confident, I did practice and practice and practice and practice over and over. I mean, I spent a lot of time on the long jump and the high jump, even though I wasn't confident, and I never really was satisfied with my performance. But what I learned was sometimes those things that you're not confident in, if you just relax into it and let yourself be, that you can do better than you ever thought you could. So I just want to leave you with this. In life, we have losses, and in order to succeed at anything, you got to be willing to care enough to let those losses and experiences learn from them. Just sit in them. If you have to, just sit in them. Understand why you lost. Understand your weaknesses. There's no shame in weaknesses, because we are all at a point where we're always at a point where we can grow and do better. So let that be the fuel to take a good look inside and learn how we can be better as parents, friends, on our jobs, in our school systems, in our community work, in whatever we do. Because what I learned from school in those sports is that you carry all those teachings, and that's just the tip of the iceberg, but there's just so much. But those key points are, you can come back, you can learn, you can grow, and you can succeed in things that you thought you could never, ever do. And in life, I've proven that, because I've gone on to do some other things in my life. I won't go into that, but I just want to say that in learning to strive, I just want to leave you with, keep striving to be your best, but be the best you. Because if you're the best you, then that's the best. That's your best. So I thank you so much. Thank you for everyone in the committee. I appreciate this opportunity. Okay, thank you.